fun palace.
Oh my god.
The fun palace. Woo!
Oh, it's good to take that mask off. It's starting to get to me after a while.
So how are we doing?
Good. We're very excited this week because it's gin again. Woohoo! And we're excited this week because
We're spicing things up.
we're spicing things
Ha
up.
ha 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 ha.
What?
Me,
We went to sleep then.
me and Eva won the bargain on this week's gin tasting. We've got pepper gins.
Woo! I'm
You excited, Ross?
I'm excited.
Get a fire up here.
Wake up, Ross.
Sorry. Yes, I'll get...
Beautiful.
Oh,
Awesome.
I didn't get dressed properly this morning.
So where are we starting today?
I'm not stupid, it's just the way my mother dresses me.
Hi Liz, hi Andrea.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Have we decided where we're
Christine as
starting?
well. Yes, I believe we're starting with the Cedar box.
Yep.
We'll go with that one.
Hi Lisa Reed.
So what's the deal with pepper in gin? What's the go? Why do people like it? Why do you guys like it?
Pepper gin. Where did it begin?
Ha ha ha.
Do I sing now? or-
Pepper has been in gin for a pretty long time, but it was pretty heavily popularised in Australian New World style gins by the Tasmanian distillers.
Bill Larkin is Pepperberry gin, in fact.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Good
So
old Bill at it again.
Pepperberry is native to Tasmania, and they kind of really shocked the Australian gin world with that. So since then, we've seen more and more prevalence towards Australian gins having. We've got enough glasses for us. That's your water glass. To having more pepper. So that includes lots of different things, whether it be black pepper, mountain pepper, pink pepper, Sichuan peppercorns, all sorts of things.
Pepper. Yeah. Nice.
Eva,
Thanking you.
Roscoe?
and how about
Right. So when you put pepper in a gin, it's just the usual. You chuck it in the still with all the other botanicals and
all the dry stuff? Yep,
all the dry stuff.
all the dry stuff.
Chuck it in.
In with the juniper. Well, when you're adding stuff to gin, there's three places you can put it in. You can put it in the bowl of the still.
Yep.
Most of them have a basket in the neck of the still, so that's where you use more herby things like leaves and stuff, those sorts of things, but not dried. Like the peppercorns, the juniper, things like that. The dried spices will go in the fluid in the bowl.
Yep.
The more delicate things, like you probably have like rosemary or something like that.
Yep.
More herbaceous or leafy stuff you'd put in a basket would be sitting in the neck of the still, so
Yep.
the steam goes through it. And the last place to do it is in the neck of the column, or in fact in it, just steeping it in the gin at the end. So you put
More of an infusion style.
more an infusion, and that's what you tend to do with fruit.
Yeah.
So there's the dried spices which you can boil in the still, and then there's the soft leafy things you can put in the
Basket in the neck.
basket or the neck, and then there's your really soft juicy things that you generally infuse in the
Yeah.
actual gin itself.
Nice.
There are exceptions to that. With Four Pillars, they just chuck the oranges in.
Yeah.
They tried everything else. They had it in the neck and in the infusion and
Anyway.
but they squashed them and
But
just chucked
yeah,
them
it's all about
Pepper's a
experimenting
in.
and
Uh,
giving everything a go. That's fair enough.
Well, that's the standard way of doing things. So the pepper berries would be go in the bowl of the still with all the other dry herbs like
But yeah.
orris root,
But these
cassia
guys.
bark.
So we're going to start with Cedar Fox, aren't we?
Cedar Fox,
Cedar Fox, everyone, and this one has Sichuan pepper in it, doesn't it?
Sichuan peppercorns.
Ah.
So,
I think these guys are quite local, aren't they?
so these guys are pretty new on the scene.
Yep.
They've been around since when, Russ? About 2000 and
Oh,
when did we first?
4 or 5 years, I think.
Yeah, they've been around for 4 or 5 years now. The really interesting thing about when we first got these guys in, it was just the one bloke, just the distiller, making his gin how he liked it. He wanted it nice, clean on the palate, a little bit spicy. He's based out of Coburg North. He actually lives just around the corner from me, and I occasionally walk past and sort of wave through the window. But this gin actually took home San Francisco Gold and the Australian Gin Awards Gold in 2019, I believe.
Oh.
So yeah, 2 different gold medals.
Sweet. Beautiful.
When talking to the distiller, he was saying the way he particularly focuses on making this gin, making sure that he took out lots of the distillate at the start and the end of the distillation process, so that there's no methanols and nasty bits. So it gives you a really nice, clean, very polished texture.
Yeah, right. There you go. Fantastic. Well,
And Sichuan peppercorns.
oh, we've got Scott Reed. He says, "Giddy up."
Giddy up, Scott.
Beautiful.
Yeehaw. Alright, what are we getting on the nose? Pepper?
No, I'm getting the peppercorn.
No shit, Sherlock.
Thank you.
I'm getting a little bit of oranginess.
You're getting almost like lavender.
Yeah, bit of lavender.
Yeah, I can really get that orange and pepper.
Mm.
This is what we're smelling. It's not necessarily all of the botanicals in there, but
Like your hair is sort of offset or clashing with that London Dry pink gin bottle behind your head.
which one? This one?
The bright pink one.
Well, go and smash it.
Okay, I have to drink it. Yeah, wow, okay.
Ash, we are starting with the Cedar Fox.
Here we are, we with the Cedar Fox.
The Cedar Fox.
These are the...
Rusty moving.
Oh, you know.
Don't move them.
Oh.
Ross likes to move things around, make it confusing. I'm also getting a bit of saltbush.
Oh yeah.
Is that
I
just
get
me?
that.
Like that?
Yeah.
There's a salty, briny sort of smell to it.
Well, because you know how a lot of Australian gins are very like Australian bush. This one has like subtle.
Yeah.
Is it that it's nothing.
It's
too
less
intense?
eucalypt and more,
Yeah.
yeah, salt
sort of
bush,
salty kind of, yeah.
lemon verbena almost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. What is everyone else getting at home? I'm curious to see. Oh yeah, Christina says I'm getting cucumber, very clean.
No,
Yeah, cucumber's a good bet.
Ooh. Interesting. I get that.
I just like that.
This would be really good in a martini with a pickle.
Ooh.
I didn't think you did.
I thought you'd let
I thought you'd given up pickles after that great pickle disaster.
It's coming back. Just stop fiddling with things, Ross.
Thanks.
Ross is in the fidgety
Ross has
mood
already
today.
spilt a drink.
No,
It's
that
always-
was my fault.
It's always gin.
That was my fault. Alright, let's get into it.
Why don't we drink it instead of wearing it? Just give that a crack.
Oh, it's just...
Hand sanitizer.
Whoa. That spice is delicious.
Ooh.
It's a little bit more fruity on the palate. That orange peel sort of comes
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
that's fun.
That's very nice.
And I like it.
Liz has agreed. Yes, pickle.
Yeah. That salty finish is good.
Yeah. Wow.
Is anyone at home getting a different cucumber?
It doesn't quite taste how you expect it.
It doesn't
would
taste
after
like
the
it smells.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yep. Oh, Christine, back at it again. Oh, I taste fruit. Oh, sorry, fruit tingles.
I don't know why, Christine, everything
Christine,
tastes good.
I don't know what you've been eating, but there is something, I don't know what it is.
I get that though, because it's slightly kind of fruitier.
I'm going to go in
Slightly
with tonic.
sweeter.
Tonic. You're not going with the garnish?
Now I did message Cedar Fox as well, and they recommended having it with orange.
Yeah,
I agree. I think that'd be.
perk it up. I'm
I'll
going to
do
go
what
just
I'm told then.
a dash of tonic, just to start with.
Which tonic are you using, Luke?
I'm starting with the Indian tonic.
I think I'll try that as well.
Oh, Joanne. Hello, Joanne. She says citrus alive on the palate. Yep, I definitely get that. And Justina said seaweed.
Yeah,
That bit of salt. I get that.
there is a bit of saltiness to it, which I quite like. A little bit of tonic goes a long way.
Oh, now Lisa is arguing with.
No,
she says tingles, but not fruit. And I think a lot of what we're talking about with fruit tingles is actually that spritzy, that little tingle
like
and
fizz.
the fizz, the
Yeah.
sherbet fizz. That's not actually the fruit tingle flavour.
I believe that that's orange peel. I really do.
I reckon it's the orange that does that.
Well, I think a lot of the time, and this is something that a discussion I've had with some people about limoncello, there's a difference between lemon juice and lemon peel.
Yep.
And orange juice and orange peel.
Yep.
And I don't know that everyone is able to differentiate that, but I think this tingle, the fruit tingle flavour, is like an orange peel.
Yeah, the
Like it's
zestiness
That
of it.
zesty, yeah. It's really zesty, tangy. It's
The
less
orange
juicy.
zest.
Yeah.
Lisa says, I have orange in already. Oh, of course.
Hello, Linda.
Yeah. I'm jumping in with the orange as well.
Yeah, Christina says the pepper notes and the fruitiness can now make me think of the citrus acid. So yeah, it's the sherbety fruit tingliness.
Yeah.
And we have Linda as well. Hello, Linda.
That's really good with a bit of orange. Did you want some tonic?
Which tonic? So you're going with the Indian tonic.
Yeah.
Has everyone gone with orange?
Yeah, I have.
I dare say that little bit of cucumber and salty sort of flavour might be okay with a little bit of lime as well.
They also recommended, I think they said thyme.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Thyme's quite a
I'll be intrigued to see how cucumber goes with this.
yeah, that would be a bloody good garden martini. Bit of cucumber or even a slice of green apple would be good.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've got blood orange.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Very nicely. And Lisa has put lime in it. She says nice. Interesting.
That might cut through some of the fruitiness. Bit of
Yeah.
acid.
Interesting.
How are we all feeling about this?
Because I haven't had this for about 2 years, and I've
I've never
forgotten how
tasted
good
it
it
before.
was.
It's delicious.
I took a bottle of this home last month, and I can tell you right now, didn't last very long.
Ashley's got Fever Tree, Clementine, and Cinnamon tonic. Have we had that one?
Clementine.
I've had that. That's not
That's
bad.
what it says.
Yeah.
It's always Clementine. What does it
I
smell
didn't make
like?
that up. I didn't make that up.
Oh yeah, I can see.
We haven't got any of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen it in the
To pull the
fridge.
finger out.
I've seen it before. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Wow.
That's delicious.
I will say, that makes a good martini and a good gin and tonic.
That's very tasty. I like that.
It's dangerous, I
Now,
would
where
say.
would we be wanting to drink this one?
It's a big drink. I think it's like a midday in summer.
As in, like a large
Like big-
quantity? Big
yeah.
drink. Okay.
No, the kind of thing that you can put a ridiculous amount of ice and some fruit in and just drink it all afternoon quite casually.
Sip it in the sun.
Joanne's having
Yeah.
it with thyme and says it's great.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
A big drink.
A big drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the census?
Yeah.
That's what we're up for in this virus time.
Big
Big
drink. In the sunshine.
So like morning tea instead of coffee? Is that what we're talking about?
Hey, we could.
Straight after you've cleaned your teeth, get in there.
Let's not get back into the breakfast foods.
Breakfast beer.
We do encourage people to eat breakfast before they start drinking.
Well, would
That's
it
just
be good?
encouragement.
Would this be good with toast?
I don't know, Russ.
Would
Maybe
be orange-
maybe a crepe Suzette with some orange on it, you know?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, Ashley sent me a picture of the Clementine tonic.
Oh, there you go. Carmen has said in a fishbowl. I like the thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Carmen's
the
on.
way she thinks.
Yeah, Carmen is on
She's
my
got it.
train of thought, that's for sure.
Joanna has said, is there any other size in these conditions? No, always just a big drink. No.
I don't believe in half measures, that's for sure. He says pouring half measures. Alright, now we're moving on.
We got some water.
Russ, right in front of you.
So we're moving on to the Linden Lime. Now
Lind-
these
And
is
lime.
Linden Lime.
New in store.
Is this made by Port of Leith, I believe, in Edinburgh?
Yep.
So we get this from our good old friend Scotty Reed,
Leith Distillery.
Leith Distillery. Yeah. So they
We were
use.
supposed to be in Edinburgh.
Anyway,
That's a bit sad.
so
Well, this is made with pink peppercorns. So what are the flavours? The three predominant flavours in this?
juniper
pink peppercorns,
and lime.
And lime.
And these guys, like a lot of Scottish, this is Scottish by the way, Scottish distillers and particularly Scottish gin makers, they like to say, focus on the flavour of a couple of key flavours. And these guys really took that back to its absolute origin and said, what if we just do 3 botanicals?
That
Good on you.
peppercorn is really punchy. It's awesome to smell.
Well, I remember it was the first day that we got it in store, and somebody was saying, "Oh, do you have some peppercorn gin?" And I was like, "Well, we've just got this." And they came back. They're like, oh, "This is my new favorite gin." I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Hey, and it's in a real sexy bottle. Look at that.
Yeah.
And when it comes to pepper, at the risk of sounding like an absolute tosser, I love pink peppercorn. It's like bright, it's spicy, it's aromatic,
It's great with chicken.
great
fish.
with chicken, fish. It's good in a curry.
Good with gin. Ha ha ha.
Grows on a really pretty tree as well.
Yeah.
Not easy to buy
and
though.
Also very common in Australia.
Mm.
You'll see it all, like, I've seen it on nature strips, down
Yeah,
train lines.
It used to be my favourite tree to climb when I was little.
Yeah.
Pink peppercorn tree down the
I
road.
sort of recommend it. Every old-fashioned primary school had a big peppercorn tree in
Yep.
somewhere.
Oh, and all the suburban parks had peppercorn
Oh,
trees.
Beautiful.
I still have a couple around me. When I want some pink peppercorns, I actually go pick them myself. And I was going to bring some in today, but needless to say.
Yeah, Liz has said definitely pink pepper on the nose, and Christina says, "Wow, this one puts hairs on your chest."
Carmen, we're talking about the Lind and Lime, the one in the
Green bottle.
in the middle one.
The Lind and Lime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think the sense is that everyone's like, "Yep, pepper trees on the street as you grew up." Oh, beautiful. So what are we getting on the nose? We're getting peppercorn.
Just, I'm getting a bit of lime, but it's really just pepper forward.
The pepper and the lime creates this nice leafiness, actually. Like a
Ooh, yeah.
botanical...
Smells a bit like a curry to me.
I think it's a bit lighter than, like a little bit more fragrant and lighter
I
than a
like
curry.
the curry flavours, you know, I'm getting that real.
Almost hints of turmeric. But maybe that's just my association between pepper and turmeric.
Is it a bit clovey?
Yeah, it's a little bit clovey.
Yeah, good get.
Oh yeah, I get that for sure.
Is anyone else smelling anything different at home?
It's mostly just pink peppercorn that people are getting.
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense.
I hope they're at home. That's where they're supposed to be.
Stay at home. Yum, yum. I'm going to dive in.
Beautiful.
Well, that one tastes the way it smells.
Stephen has said mandarin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
The pepper's a lot more subdued on the palate. I'm gonna,
We've got the pepper on the length though. Just
Yeah, I
that
reckon
pink
it's
peppercorn
very
is just like
peppery.
ooh.
as someone who loves a gin and tonic with lime, I'm jumping straight in.
I'm going to do lime in too.
So you, oh yeah, lime.
Bit of
I thought
tonic.
you were going to say something controversial, not lime, and I was like,
Hi, Brett
what?
Schwartz.
Brett Schwartz, Blair Brett Schwartz.
Oh, I've given mine a squish.
So what's everyone else at home getting on the palate?
Oh, whoa. Bit of lime and tonic water in there. That is champion.
Oh, that's so tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good with the lime.
You really don't need a lot of tonic in this. I think the genius of such a heavily peppered gin and a little bit less on the lime is knowing that people are probably going to put lime in it anyway.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know,
good point.
Yeah, that's
otherwise,
true.
if
Yeah.
I put lime in this and it had more lime botanical in there, might be a bit too much lime. But that's really well balanced with a bit of...
Actually says kind of cucumber, and I kind of get that.
Yeah.
It's that freshness. Yeah.
I reckon a slice of lime, a couple of big chunks of cucumber, a splash of light tonic water or something.
Well, this is also
Maybe even
drawing on
soda.
history because the history of gin was with lime, in fact.
Well, have you read on the bottle? In 1747, Dr. James Lind, so Lind and Lime, observed how citrus fruits prevented scurvy.
And it was limes.
And there you go. And he went, I'm going to put that in gin.
Mm.
It's a good way to do it.
That's why there's always been citrus in gins as well.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is a way to prevent scurvy.
Yeah, well.
Mm.
Mind you, by the amount of gin and tonic that we all drink, I doubt none of us are getting scurvy anytime soon.
Get your old sea shanty out.
Hey. Yeah, Ashley says a little bit of cucumber. And Christine has also said the pepper is bright, but not as spicy as I expected from the smell.
Pink peppercorn, I think, gives you that light aromatic pepper. It's quite nice. The lime's actually giving it a little bit of saltiness.
Yeah.
I think when Scott was in here, he mentioned something about seaweed and saltiness and sort of being in Edinburgh, even though it's not super coastal, but it's meant to be maritime gin.
Well, yeah. It was a conversation about a lot of the Scottish gin makers, while they focus heavily on their botanicals, they do like to really focus on a taste of the...
It's called Scottish
Naughty.
Maritime.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They like to have their very specific flavour profile, which is, that salty sort of flavour.
Provisioned with lime. It's a very naval term, isn't it?
Dennis has said, I wish we had peppercorn trees where I grew up. We only had regular corn. Oh. Now,
I
is
dare
good.
say that would make a really spicy Negroni.
oh yeah.
that could be quite a lot of fun.
Ooh.
Oh, Liz has said orange works well. Fancy that. Interesting.
And in fact, this is the gin that we used in the
The
curfew
gin gimlet.
cocktail, gin gimlet that we put online last Saturday.
So yeah, bit of sugar syrup, bit of lime juice.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We what you didn't see off camera is we divvied it all up so that we could all have a little taste, and it went down an absolute treat.
It did.
Goes to show, just as Linda Lime, cocktails don't have to be complicated.
No.
3 ingredients, no messing around.
Now, where do we want to be drinking this one?
Ooh.
On a beach.
On a beach?
Yeah.
On a beach.
I this is like a sitting on the pier sort of gin and tonic. You know,
We're going to go with the naval
As in,
thing.
like,
Yeah.
summer pier or, like, rugged up kind of pier? Or
yeah,
yeah?
either or.
I'm going to go with the summer kind of thing because
Just
we're going to
near
need to
the
dream
water.
about something. aren't we?
Yeah, that's true.
I think end of spring. You know, when it's still a bit cold when the sun goes down.
Okay, yeah. With a
Nah,
bit of
warmer
with
I'm-
a bit of a sea breeze.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
a bit warmer than that and a bit of a sunset going on as well, quite frankly, but there you go.
That's true.
Mm.
Christine says in a chili, is it chili chocolate, she said? Chili chocolate Negroni.
Yeah.
I reckon this would go really well with smoked salmon.
Why would you say that?
It's just the lime and the peppercorns and the kind of with, I reckon it would just smoked salmon would just be like.
Oh yeah, actually,
Lisa Reed, you can drink it anywhere you like, but I won't read out where you suggested.
the lime in this is actually reminding me a little bit of like a sour cream with, you know, when you put sour cream with something like smoked salmon, or is that really extreme? Yeah, probably.
I see where you're coming from, but I'm not sure where.
What do we mean
In
by a
this-
Spanish G&T, Scott Reed?
Spanish gin and tonic.
That's
big,
the big one.
Big, lots of garnish, lots of ice,
Lots
not
of
a lot
fruit.
of tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-50 gin and tonic with lots of ice and lots of fruit.
And now for something completely different, Scott's agreeing
And the
with Ross.
other thing is, if it's because it's only got lime and it's only got pepper, you can put a lot with this. It's not gonna fight with lots of stuff. You can, you know, put lots of splashes of this, lots of garnishes. Bit of basil would be good.
Yeah. Okay. We have Glenn from Levrier. He said, which one of these go with fresh lime juice and ruby grapefruit juice?
Ooh.
Oh, the mint and lime for sure.
Yeah.
But go here. Go there. Glenn.
I think the spiciness will go really well
the
with a bit
linden
of pink
lime?
grapefruit.
Yeah. You'd probably work with the Cedar Fox too, by the way.
Yeah. I dare say all of these would do it.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Speaking of which, how are we going? What is
Yeah.
everyone thinking?
So thinking near the water, I like that. The maritime, yeah.
Strawberries. Scott's adding strawberries. So now we've got a bit of citrus, we've got a bit of strawberry, we've got a bit of cucumber.
He's definitely going down the Spanish route.
We've definitely got this big glass full of stuff.
Yeah.
So you're going to bring in pink peppercorns for this.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd still agree that it would go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If you've got pink peppercorns that are still slightly fresh,
Mhm.
between the actual corn or seed or whatever it is, and the little red skin, there's a thin layer of honey-like sap, which is really quite sweet. So if you get some fresh pink peppercorns and you sort of roll them between your hands, and all the skins will peel off, you get this honey, fruity, nutty, mapley sort of sweetness. And I thought that might be a bit of an interesting.
Interesting.
Fairly
experiment.
eucalyptus at that point. Though.
Yeah, almost.
Fantastic.
Delicious.
Well, any last comments on that one?
Nah.
I don't know how many more favourite gins I can fit in my favourite gin collection, to be honest.
So next we're doing the Dash and Fisher Mountain Gin.
So they're from northwest
Tasmania.
coast of Taz, and they use water from Cradle Mountain, which actually recorded the coldest day in Tassie in record the other day, which is pretty cool.
There was a lot of snow going
There
on
was a
down
lot
there.
of
Pretty
snow,
cool. Very
and
cool.
that snow
Extremely very
turns
cool.
into this gin.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
There you have it then.
So what pepper do they put in this one?
They use a bit of mountain pepper from what I understand, but also pepperberry.
Good old classic Tasmanian pepperberry.
Can't be beaten.
And mountain pepper, yeah.
Beautiful.
Justine's putting a splash of that in the linden lime in a lime tart.
Yeah, I've had gin and tonic tarts before. They're pretty good.
I like that.
I'm liking the sound of that.
The only problem with that is every time we made a gin and tonic tart, we always kept tasting it and going, oh, it could go with a bit more gin.
You're like, may as well just make a gin.
And the problem is that you've then ended up putting half a bottle of gin in a tart and then put it in the oven and cooked all the alcohol off. So as much as it tastes good,
Could you make like a syrup that you could put on the top?
that's the second option.
Okay.
So traditional sugar syrup
You're in
soak on a
front of us
sponge
this
cake.
time.
Quite a traditional American thing is to soak a sponge cake in a flavoured sugar syrup,
Okay.
and you could do that with a gin syrup.
Alright, just before we get completely into this one, Scott's still finishing off. He's filling his whole glass with his lemon and lime. He's got strawberry, a fist of flat leaf parsley, a splash of lime, and apple twist of cracked pepper.
Yum. Goes to
I
show,
think ample twist is what he means to say.
or apple and a twist of black pepper.
Well,
Yeah, see, well, because we're getting clove. Like, you could maybe put apple.
Yeah, totally.
Possibly?
You know that green cucumbery sort of appley.
Fresh, crisp.
Anyway,
Yeah.
onto the dash and fish.
Goes to show,
different.
a good gin sometimes can be very versatile for garnish.
Yeah, nice. So, yes, now we're doing the Dasher and Fisher Mountain Gin. Christine off the bot, she's saying smelling eucalyptus and rosemary in this one.
Yep.
I'm getting like a nice, like meadowy, sort of like mountain grass, freesias almost. Maybe I sound like an absolute tosser. Do you know what I mean? That sort of mountain grassy, meadow flowers. Is anyone else getting anything else?
There's a specific smell that I can,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it is.
It's good though.
It's a good smell.
Ooh.
Oh, Justina says make the lime curd first, then stir through the gin. No baking required.
Ah. Clearly we've made very different recipes.
Oh wow.
There's a lot going on in
I
this.
still go with the smoked salmon, but that's just me.
This.
No,
Oh,
the other.
We know what Ross wants to be eating.
See, I like how the pepper in this one is not so spicy and intense, but you can
It's a little
definitely.
bit floral.
Yeah. Ooh. Christina says geraniums, and Liz has said violets. Ooh,
Yep.
violets.
I get
Yeah,
it.
violets
Yeah.
there, geranium a little
I
bit.
get that freesia thing, Luke.
Freesias.
Because when you were saying there's something now, I'm trying to hook on. I got the smell. I'm trying to work out what it was, but I think it was violets.
Honeysuckle?
Initially went with kind of, I was thinking lavender, but it was not lavender.
yeah,
And
not
it's
No, I
like,
get
no,
that
not-
geranium.
not
I get
quite
that sort of.
lavender.
Oh, jasmine. Is it?
No.
Maybe it's just me. No,
Everyone-
Not sweet enough for Jess.
there's something in there.
There's gin in there.
What
No,
is
there's
that?
a smell.
And a chair as well.
Saffron, maybe? I don't know. There's something spicy floral in there.
Spicy floral. Does it have anything on
Yeah,
it?
no, I'm getting a bit of saffron almost.
Yeah, I can
Is
see
that
what
nearly that turmeric smell?
Yeah. It's that light, spicy floral sort of.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to dive into the palate.
Joanna said sweet flowers, definitely. Ooh, I almost got like a mentholy sort of smell then, which is a bit odd.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting
But I don't mind that.
Vivian, I think, freesias. It's a very specific floral reference, but
Yeah, Christina says Ross might be onto something. I can see this going well with a lavender liqueur she has.
ooh,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Lavender's a
Interesting.
good bet. Is there anyone
Well,
else?
usually if you're doing a lavender liqueur, you're making an aviation martini, and I think this is
Ross,
kind of
aviation is violets.
Oh yes, you're right.
Different purple flower.
I'm just thinking the spicing is a bit too spicy of that kind of. Because usually use it for those flavours. Usually use something a bit more subtle.
Yeah, I agree with Joanne. It has got a menthol sort of palate.
That's what I was thinking.
Isn't that coming from the mountain peppercorns?
Possibly, I don't know.
I think that might be a little bit of pepperberry, and it might be
Yeah.
a little bit of Australian native botanical eucalypt sort of flavour going in there.
Is that what it is? Is it eucalyptus?
Well, I think eucalypt with a bit of pepper can give you that.
No, but fresh peppercorns tend to be when you like the pink when you smell them, like when you crack them, like you were saying, to rub the thing off, you get that real eucalyptic kind of thing happening.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put ice in this one. I'm not real sure about what tonic I want yet.
Yeah, Christina said menthol at the front with a burst of floral in the middle. Then the warming pepper finish. Ooh, Justina says cardamom.
Yeah, cardamom might be there.
Oh, black cardamom. That's what it is,
Interesting.
I reckon. Oh, it's
bad.
100% black cardamom.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's black cardamom has a really burnt, spicy bark sort of flavour.
Okay.
Can be a little bit floral, a little bit earthy.
I don't know that I want to put any citrus with it.
Orange, lemon, or lime.
Don't look at me.
Any thoughts?
I don't know. I think
I'm debating
I
between.
thought maybe lime, but I don't
I've
really
ruled
know.
out the orange. I'm now debating between lemon and lime. Okay,
I'm gonna
I'm
get
diving
you
in.
to try it first.
I'm also going to add a dash of light tonic.
Light on.
Oh.
I think I want to open it up, but I don't want to add too much quinine to
Okay.
this. I think I want to taste it.
It's not awesome with the Indian, I have to say.
Ross, what are your thoughts?
Ooh. This is good with a bit of light tonic.
Cover a little bit of ice, please.
What's the verdict on the lime?
Lime works.
Lime works?
And then we
What
decide to head towards the Lindt and lime
What-
flavour.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to avoid lime because I think we've just
I
done
don't know what I
lime.
want to do. I just saw Vivian pick up some lime, listen to Luke, and then put it back.
Yeah,
I'm going the other way to the light tonic. I'm going to go.
Mediterranean. Wow, you've just gone bit of lime, bit of Mediterranean.
Yep.
Let us know your thoughts.
Well, it's got all the.
I'm going to go orange.
It's really spicy, so.
Oh.
I think if we've got some floral, we've got some spice, I think orange could be.
Okay, I want to know the verdict.
Might go better with the Indian tonic. I like it, but it's good.
I'm having it with Indian and I'm not so keen.
You're not so keen.
Orange
Okay.
kind of flattens it out. The orange doesn't
Okay.
bring it.
I don't think the
So you've
Indian
got-
does it any favours.
So Luke has gone orange and light tonic, and you said it flattens it out. Ross has gone lime and Mediterranean. And then Vivian has gone Indian tonic, but not sure about it.
Yeah, I think we need this more needs more work. This
Indians
mountain
a no-go. What do you reckon about the Mediterranean, Russ?
Very drinkable.
Okay.
Very,
Ashley
very
said
drinkable.
a bit of aniseed.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna pour myself a second. Mostly, just a dash.
Ooh, Joanne, great with light tonic, Fever Tree, added pepperberries too. Now pink and delicious.
I don't have any of those, unfortunately. I'm pouring myself a second one, mostly just so I can taste it with the Mediterranean without.
A garnish.
Yeah, I'm
and then
really-
pick the garnish.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, I'm gonna come back for another.
lime.
Because
And
also
Indian.
we can't. We're not sharing glasses, obviously. Oh, okay. Mediterranean tonic is a different smell.
Interesting. See, we like to try lots of different things with this one.
Oh, that with a dash of Mediterranean is good.
Not any.
I don't mind it with the Indian.
I
think
like
that's
it.
quite good.
I like it with the
No,
Mediterranean.
I found the Indian just flattened it out for me. It just became completely like chewing on a eucalyptus leaf.
Really? Yeah, maybe. Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
This is
you have
a.
a point.
I like this gin a lot. I've drunk a fair bit of it.
How's everyone else serving this at home? I'm curious to see what everyone's thoughts are on it. Because we've all done very different things.
I must say, I do like the Mediterranean because that, you know, the rosemary, olivey thing that you get with the Mediterranean just kind of goes with the pepperberries.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Luke's gone for lemon this time.
I avoid lemon in gin and tonic.
Why?
It reminds me of drinking too much Smirnoff with in the pub.
Like
Drinking
vodka
too much
lime
Gordon.
sodas?
No, sorry, not Smirnoff. Being
Gordon's.
in a pub, and the cheapest gin and tonic, the house gin and tonic, was Gordon's, and it was mixed with post-mix sweet tonic,
Ugh.
and it's that astringent
Yeah.
lemon and sweet tonic. Ugh.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I avoid it. But sometimes,
The Mediterranean just lifts it, doesn't flatten it.
Yeah.
I like it better.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Better.
Mediterranean lifts it up. Lemon doesn't compete with it.
Okay. So you put lemon in, it's okay? I don't think it needs anything.
I think this is a non-citrus gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
enough.
what do you think is going to be the best?
I would
Just a light tonic?
I wouldn't mind. Well, I liked it with the
Well, a little bit of-
Mediterranean, and maybe a bit of mint in it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Or a bit of time.
Could you please serve me up? I wouldn't mind trying it with just a little bit of light tonic then.
I would highly recommend the light tonic and the Mediterranean tonic.
Yeah. Okay.
I think avoid citrus unless you have a really
Thank you.
specific thing in mind.
Yeah.
But then again,
I'm enjoying the lime.
we've become very citrus dependent when it comes to gin and tonics. And we
That's
might
true.
just have to
Give it up.
give it up. You know, there's things like all sorts of different gins like Port Toms and Settlers, which ask for things like green apple, sage, thyme,
Now, Scott
strawberries.
used to do a gin and tonic with Port Toms with strawberries and chili.
Strawberries, chilies, and green apples. I've heard. I dare say this would be bloody good with a couple of strawberries.
Yeah. Okay. We've got Ash, who has put Indian tonic with hers. Christine is enjoying this one straight up. Justine garnished with an olive.
But Christine's now got a crushed mint and a splash of soda. That's where I was heading. I
Bit of
think the mint
soda.
would be good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to take a little bit of this home, and I'm going to put a little bit of strawberry in this, and see what happens.
What's that look for? Like, not look.
Ross. Ross has lost the plot yet again.
Oh,
You look like you had an idea.
It's just the one.
no, I've used up my quota of ideas next week.
This is an extraordinary gin, but a very good quality gin.
I've had one idea for the day. That's enough.
I think it's a very good quality gin. Very interesting creation, artistic. Not necessarily the most versatile. Do we agree on that?
Yeah, I think you have to get it
Yeah.
right. I think you need to know what you were going to have it with.
It's
Or-
a tricky one to put your finger on, I feel,
Yeah.
to figure it out.
I wouldn't be pouring this for everybody. I think it's not.
This is not a sharing.
This is not.
If you like it, you like it, and you have it how you want it.
Well, because they have quite the range, don't they? They have a mountain, an
That's
ocean,
three.
and meadow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meadow.
It
Yeah,
was the
okay.
pack just above Ross's head.
And they won a lot of awards with from what I understand, their ocean gin.
Yeah.
The trouble is when they released it, they released all three as once as their first release, and I found it a bit like you're competing. Which one do I?
Oh, okay. Which
Who's
one
your
do you
favourite
try
child?
First? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane's having it with just ice and plain tap water. It brings out the flavours.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which is sort of what we do with Scotch, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Which is going back to what you were saying about soda and mint or something.
Yeah, well, that's what Christine was having, and I think it needs. I think it's a mint thing. I don't mind it with the Mediterranean.
Do you think that mint would be sort of like the mentholy, minty kind of?
Might bring a bit of brightness to it as well.
I suppose my thoughts, I smell a gin and think, oh, how will I make a gin and tonic with this? And you're smelling it and going, oh, it'll be a martini or a Negroni or something else. And this, look. How about
Would
a
you make a
Negroni with this?
cocktail out of this, Luke? Or what would you want to make?
You couldn't
with
make a gin and gimlet with this.
No. Martini, though.
Just
This
says
will
she
make a-
likes the
this-
ocean gin.
This will make a bloody good martini.
What about a dirty martini with this?
Bit of olive brine.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, yeah, because Justine said she had an olive with it, so that's probably
Yeah,
worked well.
I'm thinking we'll just move on to a dirty martini straight away and skip the...
I've got it.
Oh, no!
Brace yourselves.
What is it?
So normally I make a lime, what I call a lime martini. It's just a dirty martini with a bit of olive juice, but instead of garnishing with an olive, you put a peel of a lime in.
Oh, yeah.
Really hardcore, zesty, spicy flavour. Green
But
botanic,
slightly oily.
Oily.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
really rich, a little bit salty, a little bit green, and I reckon that would go
Well,
off like a
Christine
firecracker.
says she's found strawberries. Of course, Christine has everything. She said the strawberries work with the mint and the soda.
Strawberry mint and soda would be bloody good.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think we're all broken by citrus at this point.
Yeah, I think we are.
Broken by citrus.
Broken.
No, well, there's some things that you think to yourself, oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's
Yeah.
worked. It's tried and tested. But with New World gins, it goes to show we are breaking some rules, and it's kind of
Well, the rules just don't apply.
the rules do not apply.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I'm still going, I'm in favour of, this is more a martini gin, isn't it? Now, the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking citrus and tonic is not what it's for. I mean, light tonic, bit of Mediterranean tonic, yeah,
But hence the soda and.
but it's definitely not a full-on cocktail gin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get you.
So how do we go down that? Given that I said lavender, what sort of lavender liqueur could we use?
Got a couple. There's also
And to make a sort of a something parallel to an aviator, but with lavender.
an aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a really old school French style cocktail. You know, like a really dry bit of
Where is the
vermouth,
lavender?
a little bit of
Point me.
I think we have one.
No, we haven't got one at the moment.
No.
a bit of vermouth and a little bit of lavender liqueur just floated on top would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I'm actually in the process of making some lavender syrup, so I might test that out as well.
Get back to us. Now, do we have any last comments on the Dasher and Fisher at all?
Good.
It's
Or
Good,
even,
but not everybody's.
do we want to do a recap of all the gin, sort of the peppers and what we got out of most of them?
gin and tonic wise.
Yep. Cedar Fox.
Cedar Fox.
Cedar Fox gin and tonic with a bit of
A big gin and tonic
with a bit of orange.
with a bit of orange.
Big
I
in
will
the
drink
sun,
this
sip
happily all the time.
Yeah.
This bad boy,
Linden lime.
little bit more robust, makes a good gimlet. Really spirit forward cocktails. Gin, gimlet, gin sour, whatever you want to make.
A Spanish gin and tonic. Yeah.
Spanish gin and tonic.
Drink it by the ocean.
Drink it by the ocean. This
Drink
bad
it by the
boy,
gallon. Oh,
drink it on ice. Play with it if you want to. Maybe try not to put citrus.
Yeah,
Expert level only. Do not share.
well, I'll go round another way. This is the least favourite of mine.
I like this, but it is not versatile.
And the least versatile, and that's probably why I don't
I
like
think
it
that's
much.
actually a better way of putting it. It's not whether it might not be your favourite, but lots of people really like it, and I think it's just less. I think it needs more work.
And it's also because you guys just like to have a G&T with a bit of citrus, and that's the usual.
As someone who
Well, it's
drinks,
a bad habit because you just go home and just go wolf, bang, wacko.
As
The
someone who drinks
bigger the better.
a lot of gin and tonic and likes the good quality gin, you Cedar Fox.
Yeah.
As someone who likes something experimental, playful, cocktails, lots of fun, this bad boy.
But also,
And when you want to drink something on ice.
yeah,
I really like the linden lime on the basis that you've just got peppercorns, juniper, lime, bang.
And it goes with lots
You
of
can't-
garnish.
You can't muck around. You can add stuff to that. Like some of these ones, gins have got 26 botanicals and blah blah blah. I'm like, what do I put with that? You're like,
Yeah.
And they can
this
clash.
is easy because it just gives you a really strong backbone, and you can just put things with it.
And
Well-
not a lot clashes with it either.
No, and certainly I made the gin gimlet from the recipe that you made on that we played on Saturday. I made one of those on Sunday night. Really easy to do, and it was just delicious.
And the other thing
And-
is,
and
you can change out your syrups. You can put a lime syrup, a pepper syrup. You can put a violet syrup. You can put a ginger syrup. There's all sorts of things that will go with that.
Speaking of which, violets are in flower if you want violet syrup.
I am currently making
There
some
you
violet
go.
The other thing this highlights to me though is because it's gone back to like take it right back to basics. Some of these new gins are getting a bit too gimmicky. Like I look at them and say that's fantastic, but what would I do with it once I've tasted it? Where am I going with this? This one just gives me so much room to go. I want to experiment with this and that. And
Well,
you want to feel inspired, not just like this is how you drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what I think is really interesting about the Linden Lime, particularly being a maritime style Scottish gin, it sits next to something like your Botanist. And your Botanist became very popular because they said they've got 22 native botanicals to Scottish botanicals.
Does it really? Wow.
I can't taste 22 different botanicals, especially when they're all specific maritime botanicals. I can't find each 22 of those and use it to garnish.
Yes.
If I took one of those out, would I notice?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Anyway,
That's what I like about this. I know what it is. I know what it tastes like. I know that I can play with it.
and
Anyway.
it's a gorgeous bottle, and
It's
we
good
like
gin.
it. Thank you very much, Scott Reed.
Thank you. And it's a 44% ABV, so a little bit above,
Oh, okay.
your normal.
Yeah.
That's sneaky. Anyway, it was a good way to start a Sunday night. Let me tell you.
Yum, yum, yum.
Beautiful. Well,
Woo! And the Cedar Fox that's bloody good gin too.
Really nice.
That's a personal
that's
I
favourite.
hadn't,
yeah.
I hadn't had that for a long time. It was delicious.
Fantastic. Well, fantastic.
Woohoo!
That's
Lovely.
it for Pepper Gin. Awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
next week we'll be doing Shiraz.
Shiraz.
Long awaited and highly requested.
Those ones sitting
So
up
we'll
there
be
next
doing
to Luke.
the Jimmy Shiraz, the Mr. Black's Little Book Barossa Shiraz, and the Zima Estate Coonawarra Shiraz. So we've got a Victorian Barossa and a Coonawarra.
There you go.
Yum, yum, yum.
And then the week after that, we're going to be doing whiskey again before it starts getting too warm.
Yeah, we thought we'd chuck a whiskey in there before we've got to take our jumpers and scarves off.
And this is one that's been under discussion for a while because we've been discussing the differences in barrel finishes on whiskey. So we thought if we could pick 3 different barrel finishes and then compare them, we'd have some really fun times.
Most weeks we have 2 weeks in advance worth of bottles to show you. We haven't decided yet. We're still in discussion. So,
Well, we've got the
tomorrow.
hopefully tomorrow morning.
we've got the Balvenie rum cask. Isn't that the 14-year-old? That's one.
We
The
haven't
other
yet
two are
decided.
still-
We're still in discussion.
Why don't we just let the people at home wait until tomorrow morning?
So, yeah.
Ooh.
Tomorrow between morning and midday we'll put that up online.
Once everyone's had a coffee.
And yeah, as per usual, we're doing tastings every week. We're doing 1 gin tasting every month. We're also running private tastings if you would like to contact us through the website.
Joanne wants to know price points.
Oh, yeah, I've just put...
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Eva's just posting the price points.
They are all, I think they're $98, $99 each. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But yes, as Luke was saying, we are doing corporate tastings or
Private tastings.
private tastings.
If you and some friends or some people from work can't catch up, we can take, anywhere between 6 to 20 people
More.
Even more than that.
More.
or more. We've booked up to 50 for another tasting.
Yeah.
So, let us know. We'll run a private tasting. We can send stuff out to you. We can personalise it to you. Easy peasy. So,
A lot of fun.
Or we can do a birthday.
or a
We've got a
birthday,
birthday coming up. So we've got a birthday.
anniversaries,
Yep, all that stuff.
all sorts of things.
Hey, we've
Sweet.
got my birthday coming up.
So-
Yay!
Stay inside. Keep your masks on. Clean your hands.
Wash
And
your
if you
hands.
need some booze, give us a call.
give us a call. Please give
Send
us
us
a call.
an email.
Even if you just want to chat, give us a call.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Indeed.
Talk to us, we're lonely.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you next week.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
All
Bye,
the
guys.
best. Bye.